field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Seven yards to go on second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. Last year, New Orleans dead last, number 32 in passing defense. Something that was exploited game after game. You know, though, those guys are tired of hearing about it. Now they just want to fix it.
And you fix it with players playing better. We know that. But also you fix it with scheme. You look at what you have and say, can we play the style that we played in 2016? And you and I both know the New Orleans defensive staff. They like to be aggressive. They like to get after the quarterback, put their guys in a lot of man coverage. Maybe we'll play a little more zone in 2017 and take some of the pressure off of the back end of the defense.
To throw on second down is Newton. Got a man. It's the rookie Curtis Samuel. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver. Is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Newton on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Play action. It's Newton. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Newton to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10. Newton again. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Out of the gun, Newton. Funches has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 44 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On first down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Newton. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the other in Detroit, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The slot man in motion right. To the air again, Newton. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the back goes into motion. From the gun on third down, Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Coleman has it here right side. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nick Fairley able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Newton. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long, it's Newton. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Final minute now of the third quarter. After the run, Newton going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing on third and long. Newton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And this is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing on third down, Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Staying
on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run. This is Kamara. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Newton on first down. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. 23 yards on the play.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. To throw is Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Craig Robertson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Haoli Kikaha. And nothing but daylight ahead. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Is looking to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Breeze to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Saints, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.